Donald Trump escalated pressure on South Africa after a tense week in global diplomacy. He announced that South Africa will lose its place at next year's G20 summit in Florida. His message arrived soon after Washington skipped the leaders' meeting in Johannesburg, a move the South African government described as a punitive step. The G20 group approved a declaration on climate action and other global issues during the summit. Washington objected to several points and accused South Africa of using its leadership role to push positions that clash with U.S. interests. The dispute grew fast. Trump then published a statement on Truth Social. He said South Africa refused to hand the G20 presidency tools to a senior U.S. diplomat at the closing ceremony. He followed with an order. South Africa will not receive an invitation to the 2026 summit in Miami. The office of President Cyril Ramaphosa rejected Trump's claim. It said the U.S. delegation skipped the summit. South African officials then handed the G20 materials to an embassy official at the Foreign Ministry headquarters. Ramaphosa's team described Trump's public message as regrettable. They said the South African government tried to repair relations with Washington. Those efforts failed. Trump has targeted South Africa since he returned to office in January. He has attacked its foreign policy choices and its domestic programs. He repeated claims about persecution of white citizens. He claimed white farmers face a genocide. Many independent investigations dismissed these claims. Trump raised the same allegations in a meeting with Ramaphosa in May. He pressed the South African leader with false information. Trump then moved from words to action. He announced a halt to all payments and subsidies linked to South Africa. The freeze takes effect immediately. In February, he signed an executive order to cut financial support. He linked the order to land policy debates in South Africa and to Pretoria's genocide case against Israel at the International Court of Justice. For Trump, these issues signal a break from U.S. interests. South Africa views the shift as unfair. Officials say the Trump administration relies on misinformation and biased reports about the country. They argue that Pretoria follows its own legal frameworks and foreign policy principles. They also remind Washington that South Africa hosts many U.S. companies and maintains broad economic ties. The diplomatic clash exposes deeper tensions between the two countries. The U.S. wants to shape global debates on climate, security, and trade. South Africa wants to balance multiple partners, including China and Russia. These differences surfaced throughout the year. Each step raised friction. The G20 fight is the latest stage. The decision to exclude South Africa from the next summit sends a strong message. It signals a shift in how Washington treats long-term partners in Africa. It also shows Trump's willingness to respond with immediate financial and diplomatic pressure. South Africa must now rethink its approach with the U.S. Its leaders face a challenge. They need to defend national positions while protecting economic links with a powerful partner. The situation remains fluid. Both sides express a desire for stable relations. Their actions move in another direction. The next months will show if the two governments bridge the gap or widen it further.